Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, how are my snipers doing today? I hope you guys are doing fantastic. Listen, today we're going to be talking about the one and only ICP. You know, personally, I am pretty high on this coin. I believe when I did the tier list for how safe I would feel holding this coin, I pretty much put it up there, right? You know, ICP without debate, without, getting too much into things, it's a top 15, top 20 coin. And that's just putting it kind of lightly. I do believe it could rank way higher too. And I do believe it will have a nice place in the crypto, atmosphere and in crypto in general. Pretty much, ladies and gentlemen, we can see that we are currently at $6. If we take price from the last relevant high, which was March of 2024, to let's just say the bottom, we can see that we have retraced exactly 88%. And that is a fantastic correction. That is also a fantastic buying opportunity. Okay. If you believe in this coin, if you believe in crypto, and you see the way the data is getting presented, you see the way altcoin dominance is going, you see the way things are reversing, then right now things are right now is a great time to buy, right? When we look at ICP, we know we're going to be creating newer highs. We believe worst case scenario for ICP, we should probably go to this order block over here, which I'll get into it. So, if I believe this coin can go to $70 to $75, buying in right now would mean that I would approximately get roughly 10 to 11 times my money, even upwards of 12 times, right? We can see if we take it from top to the bottom, we are a little bit more than a 78% discount. We were at 80%. And this means, ladies and gentlemen, it is cheap. It is cheap. That is what this means. Anything above the 0.50 to 0 is pretty much you're paying for a normal price and you're already paying for premium. Anything below the 0.50, you are paying for a coin that is at a very, very nice discount. Now, if we take the tool and we flip it, right, and we flip it, these are some key possible areas just based off the Fibonacci, not including the fundamental, not including technical analysis, not including anything else. And we can see, on the very low end, according to the tool, we could go to $32. On the more highly probable area, we could go to 44. And, on the less likely, but still decently probable, we can go to $64. Now, like I said, I really do believe we'll go to $70 at the worst case scenario, and I'll discuss why in just a sec. Before I do, we are having a very, very similar pattern to kind of how things played out before over here in 2023. So we can see we had a top, then we had a lower high, and then we can see, ladies and gentlemen, we kind of crashed below. And then now after that, there was a very, very nice recovery and a quick pump. And something very, very similar is happening, right? We have a top over here, we have a lower top, and this is kind of the bottom, and we crash below, right? This is the bottom, crash below. So things are playing out identical, except this time around, we will be pumping much higher because there's going to be much more money, because we are in an uptrend, and because, when altcoin dominance breaks and things really, really expand high, it's going to create a very, very nice time for those couple of weeks. So I do believe the expansion is coming out sooner than later. Of course, we still have to recover in price, but I do believe we will be getting very, very, and I mean very, very nice pumps. When we go look at it from a pretty much triangle standpoint, I know not a lot of people believe in the triangle, but this does make sense, right? This does make sense. In terms of crypto, I actually really do like trend lines. I feel like they work a lot, and I wouldn't be, pretty much using trend line if it didn't work. So we can see we have a nice trend line here, right? And what's going to happen over the next couple of weeks, I believe, is that we're going to be going up. And once we kind of bounce above $10 back into the zone, back above this big consolidation, above this trend line, I believe that's when we're going to start expanding fairly, fairly quickly. Now, it probably will cool off roughly around $30 and have a little bit of sell-off, but this time, in the proper context, instead of having a nice correction and going down over the next, let's say, year or so, I do believe we will go sideways to then get nicer and nicer pumps, probably most likely for 4 consecutive weeks, as we see in the markets that when things start to pump, they usually pump for 4 nice weeks. And that is when I think we are really going to be, hitting very, very nice prices. I mean, we're going to be going a couple dollars, going up a couple dollars a day. I do think, there's also a very, very high chance in a decent probability that we sweep 87 bucks, right? I do believe that. You got to remember that there's multiple factors when it comes to these markets. Obviously, the coin and the tokenomics itself, then market cap, but also relative zones on the charts, okay? These zones all make sense, right? Order blocks, institutional candles, liquidity sweeps, they all make sense. So I definitely see this coin, going into, at the worst case scenario, into this institutional candle of $70, but I can see it also going to $90 worst case scenario. And that is, ladies and gentlemen, if things do not play out better. Okay, we are currently ranked the 34th coin, roughly 3 billion market cap. If we were to even 10x, we would be roughly $60, 30 billion market cap. And I definitely think this is one of those coins that could hit upwards of 80 billion market cap in its peak. That doesn't mean it's going to stay there very long, but right, if we were to go double, that would be roughly $120, which I believe, like I said, very, very possible. Very, very possible. You know, this chart is very, very unique. When we go to the data, we can see, go on the daily, right? We have decent structure over here. We have decent structure at 88 bucks. We have, some structure up until, 170, and then kind of after that, a little bit here and there. So for me, I do believe that if we have a very strong bull run, we'll definitely be going somewhere between 110 and 160, which I know that's kind of a decent wide range, but that would also make sense in terms of market cap because roughly 60 billion market cap is 120 bucks, and then if we go up another certain amount, like let's say another 15 billion market cap, that would be roughly another 30 bucks on top of the 120, which would put us around 150, going somewhere in the middle of all this structure, right? Going in the middle. Now, obviously, that would require for ICP to have a big market cap, for it to be in the spotlight, and etc. But we'll take things one step at a time. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Really, really high on this coin. I really do genuinely believe the reversals are here. The liquidity, it's catching up into the markets for crypto. The global liquidity. There's also some other bullish news surrounding crypto. There's been bullish news surrounding crypto, and for me, the technical analysis is just catching up. So that is, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys did enjoy. Let me know what you guys think about ICP. Do you want more ICP content? If so, let me know. If not, well, I'm still gonna do it if I want to. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Remember to have a great day. Treat yourself well. And remember, one moment things may be looking red, the other moment things are looking green. Try not to get too emotional. Think about this logically, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Goodbye.